I hope you all appreciated this. I put a shirt on for you today. Anyway, I was just going to discuss the main headlines for today that I just seen them here and I thought I would go over each one. I have Yahoo Mail, so when I get up in the morning, that's the first news site that I see because my mail's there. And but trust me, I do not rely on this news. I read all the major papers and all the major news sites in all over the world. But these are the 5 top ones here. It says kids with flu should not take Tamiflu. Just let me pause this for a second while I cough. Okay. Says here, and I made the last vlog, so I won't go into that again. And it says the next topic is Archbishop tells abused victims to go to hell. Well, you know, I've never had a high regard for any of these church people at all, any fanatical religious group at all, and I find them fanatical. You know, I've seen, like, over here when they first got over here, they took all the Aboriginal kids off their parents and put them into white families in Christian schools and things like that. Absolutely disgusting, despicable acts. And then you see a priest touching up little kids, and I just find the whole thing just utterly distasteful, and why it is ever taken off the way it has, it's just got me absolutely dumbfounded. So it doesn't surprise me that an archbishop said that at all. They just disgust me. The next one here is Hillary loses it when asked hubby's view. Hillary has taken exception to a university student after being asked about her husband's point of view. You know, his point of view is probably worth more than hers anyway. I absolutely can't tell you how much that woman disgusts me. I would like to see her in jail. She's nothing but an upper class, yuppie, spoilt, overindulged, no clue, using whore. Sorry. That's what I think of Hillary Clinton. She needs to go to jail along with Obama and Bush and everybody in the Fed. Okay, the next one was knife-wielding granny gets body slammed. I watched this morning. 87-year-old woman with a knife gets body slammed to the ground by a cop. There's blood on the ground and everything. And because I think she's African-American, and a lot of African-Americans were around at the time, and they started to close in on him, he got scared. They've brought in the troops. Okay, about 10 cop cars come. What an absolute moron. Honestly, big, strong cop can't take a knife off an 87-year-old. She's hobbling along the road with her walking stick. He's disgusting. He needs to go to jail too. We'll chuck him in there with Bush. Absolutely disgusting. Actually, I'm surprised he didn't tase her half a dozen times and then shoot her in the head. Wouldn't surprise me. Cops need to be reined in over there. They have just got far too much power, and they are just bullies. Absolute bullies. Michael Douglas, this is the topic here. Michael Douglas' son could get life in jail for selling a large amount of legal drugs. Care factor. There's others here. Oh yes, it says in the money one here, economic storm not over. Well, a couple of days ago I read on here, and it says that the economy's starting to look up, and then there was this full report there, and then it had the financial group at the bottom saying, you know, come visit us. Well, if they're telling me that the financial crisis is over and to go and see them, fat chance, run for the hills. Anybody that would give out that sort of misleading information and really truly believe that, I dare say, don't do a lot of business. Anybody that is following the economy right now will know that we are in deep, here it comes, shit. We're in deep shit, and it's not going to get better. And I was reading on here today about in September they're talking about I'll put the link to the side. Closing bank holiday in September in America. Be wary. I would say take your money out of the bank, but if they close the banks, your money's not going to be worth anything anyway. And it says here that 72 banks have closed in America to date. And yet, you know something? I have never seen that on the mainstream media here on our TVs. Why isn't that splashed across the TVs? Why aren't people saying, oh my God, all these banks are closing, and and they're still pumping trillions of dollars into the economy. And when that guy, I can't remember who it was, an actor, said, why don't you just give everybody $1 million? Well, if they had done that at the very beginning, this would never have happened, but it's not part of their agenda. And you know something else that I've noticed on here is that when I first started making these vlogs, I used to be called a conspiracy nut and but now I find that a lot more people are waking up, and I hardly ever get that anymore. In fact, I haven't had that for a long time, and some twit's going to write that there now that I'm a conspiracy nut. But I notice a lot more people, and if I get in contact, anybody comes into this house and I show them any information, I guarantee you the time they walk out, I have reformed them. They go, oh, I didn't know that. And they wouldn't know that because our media doesn't tell anything of any importance on the news over here. You want to find out the real news, you have to get on independent sites like Infowars, YouTube. YouTube's, controlled too, to a certain extent. But there's a lot of other sites out there where you can go and find out all this information. And I think things are just going to get worse. Things are going to get much worse. I'm just rattling on here now, 6 minutes. I better go. Smile and have a nice day.